So we're trying something a little bit different today, guys. This is a get ready with me video, of which I've never filmed before. And I thought I'd use this opportunity to show you some of my skincare routine, how I put my makeup on. And I thought I'd show you this dress because this is the very dress that I plan to wear on Christmas Day. So I'm going to do my hair and makeup as I would do on Christmas Day. And I thought you guys might like to come along with me. Now I'm going to start with the products that I'm going to use in the shower, and there's a lot of Lush products here at the moment because I've got a Lush advent calendar, so most of the things you'll see here I've got out of my Lush advent calendar. I've got this Candy Cane lip scrub that I received earlier this month in my advent calendar, and it's lovely and it tastes like something from my childhood, so I very much enjoy using that. Then I've got a flannel. Now, if you take one thing away from here, and this is all stuff that you're going to have heard if you're familiar with Caroline Hirons, because that's where I get all my skincare, but use a flannel. Use a flannel on the daily, use it in the morning and the evening, and then put it in the washing bin. I'm cleansing just once in the morning, and I'm using this Pure Ultimate Cleanse Rose Cleansing Balm from Marks and Spencer. It's a new purchase, as you can see I haven't used much. And I'm enjoying it. It smells really nice. I'm using it as a morning cleanser, so I don't feel like it gets my makeup off very well. So I'm using it in the morning. This is another one of my Lush Advent Calendar products. It's a shampoo bar. Now, with bleached hair, I don't feel like I have much luck with shampoo bars, but I'm trying currently to get the colour out of my hair. And this is doing very well to sort of strip it of that. And the conditioner I've got is my Function of Beauty conditioner. I always buy these in a set of 2, but I'm using the conditioner, not the shampoo. This is from a purple shampoo and conditioner set, which sort of hangs on to blonde for a little bit longer, but obviously not using the purple shampoo because I want my hair to be blonde again, or just a little bit lighter at the very least. And lastly, I've got this shower gel, which I got out of my advent calendar yesterday. I've looked on the website. This isn't available, so this must be just one for the calendar, or I think it used to be available to buy and now it's not. I'm very fond of it. It smells very like a shower gel that my nan had. So teeth brushing to start with. I got a electric toothbrush for Christmas last year from my mum. She got me and David one, and it's changed my life with brushing my teeth. And I feel like I never had clean teeth up until I had an electric toothbrush. So in the shower now I'm putting on the old lip scrub, which does make it look as though I've got rabies, but I haven't got rabies. That's just scrub, scrub, scrub. And this, I feel like, softens my lips. I get very dry lips and around my mouth during the winter months, so I feel like this is going to really help. And I've only been using it 3 or 4 days, but it definitely feels like it's got rid of some sort of dead skin around my mouth. Delicious. And then onto the cleansing balm, which I put on all over my face. No makeup on my face because I took it all off last night with a double cleanse, and then I will wash that off with a flannel. Now the shampoo and condition, as I said, I've been using the Snow Fairy shampoo bar, which lavers up really well, I feel, and like It hasn't lasted as long as previous ones, I think because I'm doing a double shampoo at the moment, trying to shift some of the colour out of my hair. But it smells lovely, it makes my hair feel really, really soft. And as I said, as somebody with bleached hair, I don't feel like the shampoo bars are normally great for my hair, but I've really enjoyed using this one, and it smelt lovely, and the scent stays around, and I've just very much enjoyed it, and I feel like it's nice. And just lastly, the shower gel, which is lovely and smells very sort of like nan-like. So here are the products that I'll be using on my face. This is all sort of adapted from a Caroline Hirons skincare regime. You'll all know that I love her recent book, Skincare. It's changed my whole relationship with my skin, and I really feel like my skin is looking much better for it. The first thing I use is this toner water, Aroma water, which has got a sort of rosy scent. I just do 3 or 4 spritzes of that just to keep my skin moist. And then I move on to an eye cream. This is Enchanted Eye Cream from Lush. And one thing I will say about eye creams is that I really have noticed a difference in my dark shadows around my eye cream. I alternate this one with a Superdrug own brand one because I use cruelty-free beauty. So all the products that I use will be putting on are cruelty-free. And I really feel like I've noticed a difference in the dark circles around my eyes, and just my eyes normally quite dry, and using an eye cream's really made a difference in that. And I put it on my ring finger and then just sort of blot around that until it's all done. Then I use a hyaluronic acid. Cannot say that word still. This is my second bottle of hyaluronic acid. It's not my favourite. This is made by Revolution, and normally I've had the Ordinary, which is a bit more sort of serum-like, and I feel like I got on better with that, and I might go back to that. But this will do for the time being, and it's quite reasonably priced. I think it's about £6 for the bottle. And believe it or not, I couldn't believe it myself, but something with the word acid in is highly moisturising, and I've already noticed that my skin stays on, my makeup stays on a lot better now I'm using hyaluronic acid. And then this is another Caroline Hirons tip. I am putting on SPF. Every day I wear SPF now. The only days I wouldn't wear it is if I know I'm not going out of the house. And I put on Factor 50, and I would always use an additional one rather than one built into a moisturiser. But each to your own. So that's my SPF going on. That's a Nooks SPF, which is available in Marks and Spencer. And it's a facial SPF. And now onto my moisturiser. I'm using Imperialis moisturiser from Lush. I mix that out with the another moisturiser from Lush called Celestial. And I've learned a little tip of how to get it on your hands without rubbing it. So you put it on there, you cross your hands at an angle, put them together. There we go. And then you've got it on your hands, ready to go. And you haven't put loads into your hands and it's going on your face where it needs to go. And another Caroline Hirons tip is to take it down. She says take it to your tits. So that's what I'm doing, smoothing it down my neck, so that I'm getting a moisturised neck and décolletage. I think that's what that area is called. And then I will now get rid of my towel and pop a little robe on so I can do my hair. The moment, every time I'm washing my hair, I'm having a look at it to see if it's faded, and it never looks like it has, but then when I look back at photos from the beginning, it definitely has faded from the dark purple that it was. I use my trusty Denman brush to brush my hair when it's wet before I blow dry it. this brush I've had for years and it still looks brand new and feels brand new. So I would definitely recommend getting one of those if you're looking for longevity in a hairbrush. And then I blow dry my hair, and I read while I blow dry my hair, because otherwise it just feels like dead time to me with not doing anything. So I won't put you through the boring rigmarole of watching me blow dry my hair. That is happening. So I'll be curling my hair using this Babyliss wand that I bought from Argos many years ago. I put it on the top heat because I feel like the curls don't stay in my hair if I don't put it in the top heat. And then what I'm doing is I'm just experimenting with partings, because at the moment I feel like my parting down the centre isn't very forgiving with my colour. I feel like my colour on my hair doesn't look very good when it's got centre parting, which is my preferred parting. So I decide on a side parting, but then I scrape half of my hair up with a nice soft scrunchie so I can curl my hair, which takes a while. So I guess there really is no sort of tips to this, in that I just work my way around one layer of my hair, starting from the front and working my way back, and then get down the next layer of hair and do that. I think in this particular style I try and go as close to the roots underneath for a bit of body, and then when I get to the top layers I tend to just do the ends. There we go. I'm feeling quite pleased with it. Now I put it up again while I do my makeup, just to give it a bit more body when I let it down, so it's just sort of at a time to just be out of the way for my makeup and just to get a bit more body in it. But just before I start my makeup, I'm going to use this body lotion that was also in my Lush advent calendar. This is Coconut Snow, and again I can't find this on the website, so I think it was specially made for the advent calendar. It smells amazing. I love rose scents anyway, so it's rose and coconut, and it's lovely. I'm not really one for body lotion, but as I was having a bit of a pamper morning, and I thought I'd just moisturise my legs and arms. So onto the makeup, and the first thing I'm going to use is this Snow Fairy highlighter stick, and I put this under my makeup. Now this is a really unusual thing because it doesn't really show up when I first put my makeup on, but by the end of the day my highlight is just lovely. It really shines through. These are zero waste, these products. They're completely made of the makeup and they come in a recyclable box. and this is, I've got a few of these. This is the pink one. I just put it on my sort of cheekbones and the end of my nose like a little fairy, and then my brow line. And this is the concealer I use. It's I Heart Revolution in Custard, and I just sort of put it all over the place really. Under my eyes, on any blemishes, which are a lot. I've got quite red skin, so I feel like my skin is often blemished. Next up, we've got my foundation. I use Urban Decay All Nighter foundation in the shade 2.0. I alternate it at summer. I go a bit darker in the summer, and I've got this beauty blender here which is, looks dirtier than it is. I haven't actually been using it that long. And I put one pump on. One pump seems to do me. I used to do 2 pumps and then just have to be blending for ages and getting through my product twice as quick. But it takes 1 pump. And then I just go wild on my face with the beauty blender, blending in the concealer and the foundation and the highlighter stick. And then this is new. This is a new part of my makeup routine. This is the I Heart Revolution baking powder in peach. And what I do is I just go in with my beauty blender into the baking powder and put it on areas where I know that my makeup escapes me. So under my eyes and on my cheekbones, on my nose, and on my chin. And I just apply this, a lot of powder, and just leave it to sort of bake, I believe is the term. And that takes a bit of time and I end up looking like a little snow princess. I keep looking down to my right because I watch YouTube while I'm putting my makeup on my phone. So that's what I'm doing when I'm looking down. Then I just put a little bit of lip balm on. This is a Burt's Bees lip balm. I really like their lip balms. And this is a chocolate and blueberry one. Very nice. And while my my powder is doing its work, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I use Urban Decay eyebrow stick, which has got primer on one end, which is what I'm putting on now. And then colour on the other end. I don't know what shade this is in because the sticker had come off of it, but it's a darker brunette style. I like having quite dark eyebrows. And then we move on to eyeshadow. I've got a lot of Urban Decay Naked palettes, which are eyeshadow palettes, which I really like, and they're quite well pigmented, to use a beauty blogger word. I'm going to go with the Cherry palette today. As you can see which ones that I like the most. Hi everybody. I'm going to use the shade Turn On, which in there looks quite sort of bronzy gold, but actually it comes out quite pink, which I quite like. So I just used the brush from the palette, which is very nice and a fluffy brush, which isn't always the case when you buy palettes of eyeshadow. Sometimes the brushes are almost useless, but this brush is lovely and very, very fluffy. The other end is not as good. It's a precision end and I don't really love it that much. But yeah, so I'm just covering my lid. I don't feel like I can do much in terms of eyeshadow with my lids, because you can't really see much of my lid when my eyes are open as normal. And I haven't got loads of room between my crease of my eyelid and my eyebrow. But into that crease I'm going to put Young Love, which is more of a pinky tone, and I'm just going to put that in my crease with the same fluffy brush. Now onto liquid eyeliner. I am not very good at liquid eyeliner, and I tend to do too much of a cat's eye, and then I weep it all off. I've got quite watery eyes, so what I've done here is I've basically just followed my lash line and not done any sort of cat's eye or anything like that. It's just staying on the eyelid rather than on, because I think I've just got to accept that it's not going to stay there, and I'm yet to find an eyeliner which does stay. Now onto mascara. Now I use a combination of two mascaras. The first one is this MUA Eye Define, which I really, really like, and it's really cheap. It's like £3 from Superdrug, and it goes on almost like a gel. So when it comes off at the end of the day, it's not, you don't have to work hard to get it off. It just sort of comes off in little bits, like peels off almost. But I really like it. I actually need a new one because this is getting a bit dry now. And I was looking to try another mascara. So the second mascara I've got is the new Lush mascara. It's Eyes Right. I'm not sure on it. It definitely gives me length in terms of like and like individual lashes, which is why I'm using it. What I was trying to do is like layer it with the Eyes Define, so that when it comes off lovely. And it definitely does give me length in terms of eyelashes. You can already see the difference there. And I'm going back in with the Eyes Define, but I feel like it goes everywhere. Like my Eyes Define mascara stays where it is, and if a little dot of it fell under my eye, I could just move it away and it wouldn't smudge or anything like that. But that Lush definitely does. Now we're getting rid of all the excess powder finally, just using a blusher brush. I don't spend a lot of money on my brushes. They're always Superdrug own brand ones, and I use them for as long as possible. And I never feel like once I've washed my brushes they're as good as they were the first time round, but I do give them a good wash every so often. And now we're moving on to some colour on the cheek. These are both from I Heart Revolution. I'm going to start with Heartbreakers, which is, I just use both of those colours like mushed together with the same blusher brush that I've just used to get rid of the excess powder, and just go wild on the old cheekbones with it. And it's quite a dark pink, which I quite like, and that just goes on my cheekbones. As you can see, that Lush mascara has gone on underneath my eye. It's smudged, so I'm going to go and sort that out. Oh, so I've got rid of the mascara mistake, and I'm just putting over a little bit more powder using my beauty blender just to get rid of it. And now moving on to the peach one, which is more of a sort of shimmer, and just putting that over the top of my blush. And I also put it on my nose and into my hairline a little bit and just under my chin. And lastly, we're looking at lipsticks. This is a zero waste Lush lipstick. So you get this lipstick case which costs £8 and it's modelled on sort of vintage lipstick cases. I'm having trouble getting it to focus. And then you buy the lipsticks that go into these. This is a lipstick from last year's Lush Christmas range. It's called Run Rudolph, and it's a sort of like red but with a bit of a shimmer in it, and I really like it. And I've started applying it with lip brushes, and it does make a difference, guys. It really does stay. And then if I take it with me like during the day, I mean, who's wearing lipstick outside at the moment when you've got to wear a mask? But then I would just top it up with the lipstick, but I put it on first with a lip brush, and I really like the colour. Makeup done. Take that hair down. So as you can see, I've got a bit more volume in it anyway, and I feel like the curls have like sunk out a little bit, but pleased with it. And I'll get my dress on. I'll do it in Magically, yeah? Turn into it. She could have edited that a little bit better. This dress is from New Look. I bought it new this year. I am not really buying many new clothes anymore, but I bought this because I feel like it's lovely and Christmassy, and I really like the colour, and I love those bows on the back of the sleeve. The scent I'm going to wear is Celebrate by Lush. So much Lush stuff. I feel like it's very Christmassy. It's a bit orangey, and I'm just finishing it off with some big gold earrings. I think these were originally Topshop, but I've had them for ages and ages, and I just feel like they go nicely, the gold with the green. Nice. And then it was to pick what shoes I wanted. Now I wanted something sparkly or shimmery. I've got 4 sort of silvery type tones ones and a gold pair of boots, and I decided to go for the gold boots because my earrings were gold, and I thought that would bring it all together nicely. Now, as I said, I haven't really been buying many new clothes, not definitely as much as I used to, but I really feel like I'll get a lot of wear out of this. I love the length of it. I feel like it'll go really nice with trainers or with boots, like black boots. And I also, because the sleeves are sort of adjustable, I could wear a roll neck underneath this and make it more sort of for wintry times. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this. Hope you liked it. Bit different. See you all again soon for another Vlogmas video.